Covering news that matters in Bristow, the city is a step closer to having St. Francis run the only hospital in town in the new year.
Bristow City Councilors held a special meeting tonight to approve an operating and lease agreement where Caris would no longer operate the city-owned hospital. Instead, St. Francis would take over. Fox 23's Paris Rain joins us live in the newsroom. Paris, you were there for tonight's vote. What happens now?
Yeah, Nathan and Shay, that decision tonight means that if St. Francis signs off on this in a few months, it will now operate the hospital. Some neighbors were upset at first because they weren't a part of the process they felt from beginning to end, but they say they're excited to see a big name like St. Francis come into town. Caris had run this hospital for a few years, but recently informed the city it needed to step aside. Tuesday night, Bristow City Council held a special meeting where they approved the contract for the hospital lease and operations transfer agreement to bring St. Francis in as the new operators.
We know the need for a hospital here. It drives industry, whether or not industry is coming in, they look for where the hospital is. For our continued growth and just the quality of life that we want to provide in Bristow, we have to have a hospital.
Many neighbors at the meeting were on edge at first about the transition and had questions about people being able to keep their jobs. But they got reassurance from a representative from St. Francis.
That's why we'll have individual will be available and meet with each employee. And there's a formula that they go through based on experience in the position, just like the rest of the health system.
Others say they're excited about the change, and some even shared their testimony about the current hospital.
I personally am looking forward to this. I think it's going to be an amazing thing. I know we'll have a level 1 trauma center in Tulsa. We may not have that here, but we're going to have the emergency services that the hospital we have now could not offer.
Littles have been flown out of this hospital, as well as elders, as well as myself. So please don't think that Caris didn't care. They didn't have the equipment. They did. They had the manpower to do everything that they needed to do.
The type of care they hope continues during the transition once it happens. The transfer is scheduled to happen in February, and they say if you have any questions as a Caris employee, you can reach out to St. Francis's HR. St. Francis says that they will be hosting a job fair open to everyone on December 9th from 4 to 6 p.m. at Bristow's Public Library. Live in the newsroom covering news that matters, I'm Paris Rain, Fox 23 News.
Thank you, Paris. Dr. Cliff Robertson, President and CEO of St. Francis Health System, sent Fox 23 a statement. It reads, quote, "Our priority is uninterrupted care and a strong future for Bristow. Rural hospitals are critical to community health and survival. We are proud to partner with Bristow to keep its hospital here for the long haul, and we're excited to grow with the area." We will have the full statement from St. Francis in this story on fox23.com.